What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos. My name is Vlad the-tek, and today we're going to be playing the Guilty Parade. So, this is another game that I found while perusing Game Jolt for a little bit, and this is the demo to that game, and if you want to, you can actually add it to your Steam wishlist. And it's a visual novel with like Japanese anime style, and we're just going to get in this, and that was a buzzkill right there. Please. Bear it for a little longer. That doesn't sound right. Do I get to, oh. It will be all over soon. Just a little longer. I'm already a little put off. Ooh, hey. Everything is going to change. A new world is waiting for the humanity. For the humanity? You'll see soon, a new stage of evolution shall come. You and I will be there to see it. And? Oh, and that. Okay, just weird noises. Water. Everything looked blurry. I could hardly avoid bumping into trees. A bare absolutely bare pine forest. There was nothing to hide. They would find me. With each step, it was harder and harder to breathe, as if my feet were getting heavier. Where should I run? I stumbled over a branch lying on the ground and fell with a loud thud. Damn it! 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 Hey, we're awake now. Gray and cloudy skies spread in front of me. A cold drop fell into my eye and made me close my eye tight. Where was I? How did I get there? My head felt heavy and I could feel pain growing stronger inside of me. It was hard to think straight. I tried to move, but I couldn't control my body. Raindrops keep falling. Okay. Raindrops started hitting my face harder, and along with the noise of the upcoming storm, I could hear human voices nearby. I closed my eyes once again and tried to focus. Suddenly, something ice cold touched my cheek. 3 vague figures were leaning over me and started discussing something loudly. Do you know what this guy? Maybe. He is a fugitive. Or a spy. Oh, maybe he is a fugitive. It seems that I had reached my destination. Oh, I think that's a euphemism. While blacking out, I blurted out something I shouldn't have. Dick titties. Could I finally make it this time? Probably not, considering you blurted out your secrets. Hey! The voice sounded as if it was coming from the bottom of an ocean. Through closed eyelashes, I could make out a person in uniform, but it felt too weak to take a closer look. But I felt too weak. All of a sudden, ice cold water poured over me, leaving me wet from head to toe and quickly bringing me back to my senses. Yay. Don't pretend to be deaf. I'm not pretending. I'm just waking up from a nap. I opened my eyes and was forced to narrow my eyelids right away. The blinding light from the lamp was smiting right in front of me face, and wouldn't let me get a good look at anything but a lad in uniform. Don't know why I decided to go with that accent. The glaze of absolutely black eyes rooted me from the spot of the moment. He was studying me with a mixture of interest and resentment, while completely blocking my view with his body, so it seemed like there was no one else around. Just the two of us. I wanted to move away from him, but I couldn't. Are my hands tied and legs too? What is going on? Where am I? I looked around. Ooh, hey! There are other people! Can you guys bring me food? I'm quite hungry. Also, you need to button up your shirt. There were 4 other people in military uniforms. They were staring at me with tense silence. Yeah, you definitely need to button up that uniform because that's not up to military standards, young lady. To my left, a plump guy who had a joyful smile on his face. Drops of water in an empty bucket in his hands were still shining brightly. Next to him stood an angry girl who can't button up her uniform. I was about to open my mouth, but I couldn't say anything in the end. It was hard for me to concentrate. Yeah, because that shirt is just open. I'm sorry, I'm going to lean off the shirt for a bit. It seemed that I would start panicking at any moment because I couldn't understand what was going on at all. Yeah, neither do I. Damn, this music's loud. What kind of obscure room is this? Where am I? Who are all these people? Why won't you guys give me a cheeseburger? Chains, iron grippers, and sharp hooks were hanging from everywhere. Is this a barbecue? There was bonding plaster debris laying on the floor. Pottery class. I started breathing heavily. I got really scared because of a feeling of complete emptiness in my head. I couldn't remember anything at all. My heart was pounding in a frenzy. Who are they? Who am I? God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! In the corner of the room, a tall young man was intently writing down something. He wasn't even looking in my direction. Yeah, he's just writing his newest fanfic about this game, maybe. I don't know. I couldn't make out more than that as a slender hand of a soldier in front of me pressed into my... What am I reading? I couldn't make out more than that as a slender hand of the soldier in front of me pressed me into my chair. Ooh, kinky. Who are you? And what are sniffing... Who are you and what are sniffing around here for? I'm going to take it that the developers don't have English as their first language. If so, I'm sorry. Who am I? I don't know. Could you tell me that? That was a question I couldn't even answer for myself, yeah. The soldier was patient and didn't say a word while I was gasping silently. You mean gasping? Who am I? How did I get here? What is our place in the universe? I can't remember a thing. With renewed vigor, fear paralyzed my mind and body. I wasn't afraid of people around me. I was afraid of myself. I was afraid of the oblivion and the lack of my memories about my own life. Who am I? Plump guy. Seems like he won't start talking so easily. Maybe more cold water, perhaps. Wait, he still hasn't got back to his senses. For a moment, the soldier took his eyes off me and glanced at his comrade. Only at that moment I could take a deep breath without feeling their hard looks on me. Who are you? He was persistent, and it seemed like he could see the right into my soul with his black eyes. If he can do that, he would know who you are. That scared me even more, and even though I had nothing to hide, my intuition told me to not give away any of my feelings. Too bad that's not going to happen, because he's probably going to torture us. Or give us a cheeseburger. I'm not sure which one. What is the purpose of your visit? I'm here to work? Is this our Stotska? Where are you from? The soldier slapped me hard with all his strength, which made my head spin from the side. Never start with the head.
The victim gets all fuzzy.
How long did you plan to give us this silent treatment? He's not going to talk. Perhaps some more water will help after all that. The plump guy raised his bucket, and it started shining in the light of the lamp, even brighter. The girl who was keeping silent this whole time shoved me in my shoulders with all her might. Apparently I didn't go anywhere because I'm still sitting up. Answer, who are you? Immediately! You're not a mute after all, or would you like to test some harder interrogation techniques on yourself? No answer. What kind of interrogation techniques do you have in mind? She showed me an iron tool in her hand. That's not going anywhere near me or in me. Just keep that away from me. Give me my cheeseburger, which she had brought with her. I'd never seen it before, and so I couldn't understand what it was for. Do you honestly want to know? Something tells me this isn't a barbecue anymore. Seemed like the girl understood what was the case, so she smirked. I'll show you how to use it. How to use what? What are we talking about? The tool? Your tool or my tool? Or my tool and your tool? How about my tool and your tool? Wait, Ruff. He's about to start talking. So her name is Ruff. Perhaps I should remember that. Yeah, maybe we should. Despite her readiness to use brutal force, I continue to keep silent. What should I tell them? I don't remember anything, but they are not likely to believe that. I don't even understand where I am and what is going on. What should I do? Well, are you going to talk or not? Where am I and who are you? I don't remember anything. Stay silent. I'm gonna go with... I don't remember anything. At all. Couldn't tell you. Can I have a cheeseburger? He's lying! No, I really want a cheeseburger. After I closed my mouth, Ruth poked me with her pointy finger. Specifically the pointy one, not the round one. Those are just some stupid excuses. No one is going to believe such nonsense when we're at war. We're at war? I don't believe I'm at war. I don't remember who I am, and I just want a cheeseburger. Perhaps he is shell-shocked. Ruff is right. You do remember what he said when we found him, didn't you? Could I finally make it this time? Did I say something like that? It can't be. I don't remember anything like that at all. Can I at least have some cheese? That's right. Wolfgang, remind us how it happened. Okay, so... Oh, hi, Wolfgang. You're creepy. You're like the creepiest person in this. And I'm having to deal with Elle trying to interrogate me and some girl who can't properly button up her uniform like, you know, military people should do, and Doofus Dingus. The soldier who was persistently writing down something throughout our entire conversation, like an ass, looked up from his notebook. I'd better remember Wolfgang's name too. Why? He quickly started rustling through the pages and then burrowed his face into his notes once again. I didn't sleep well that night. Must have been the beans in the meat sauce that had a bad effect on my stomach. Good to know, so don't eat the baked beans around here. How are the burgers? Not that! Tell us about the moment when we found this guy! Ah, yes, right. Wolfgang looked up from his notebook and gazed at Ruff with a slight hint of irritation, and then he burrowed his face into his notes once again. I could hear the sound of the pages turning. I saw a missile flash over my head. The sky was dark, and the rain full of loneliness and sorrow, just like my mood at that dreadful moment of my life was about to pour from my heavy clouds at any moment. The battlefield was marked all over with corpses of the fallen who were frightened for what was right. However, who are fighting for what was right, I'm sorry. However, neither of the aggrieved parties wanted to throw in the towel. Uh-huh. Wait. Do you really write down like that? Yes, doesn't everyone? Ruff quickly approached Wolfgang and swiftly snatched the notebook from his grasp. He's a poet and he didn't even know it. When she looked through it, with a sour and frustrated expression on her face, she gave it back to his owner. Wolfgang tightly pressed the diary to his chest and turned away. What a crying shame. I liked it actually. It's so exuberant that your mind starts drawing to the scene out like that right away. There was a quiet sound of someone clearing his throat. Another person in uniform was reminding everyone about his presence. And he's just got tiny dick spear. The interrogator touched his forehead with the tips of his fingers. Wolfgang continued reading. I love how they all have masks. It's kind of topical. Wolfgang was still standing with his back to us. He nodded feebly and continued straining his voice. Amidst that whole outrage, Ruff put her arms around Helga's waist and drew her close, trying to hide the most precious person from the merciless bullets. What kind of story are you keeping in that damn journal, man? I was right. He is writing a fanfic. What? When did I do that? Please continue. Yes, please. Please continue. Wolfgang looked over his shoulder for a moment, then continued reading while he hunched his back. Soon the field of death got empty, and our small squad was counting the losses. Come here, quickly, shouted Doris, who we rapidly dashed towards her, and she pointed out one of the wounded who was wearing a uniform. Who is that? We asked in astonishment, as we had never met this person who was helplessly spread on the ground in front of our eyes. He is not from our unit, noted Yakov. But then where did he come from? He shouldn't be here. Perhaps he's a spy. Ruff happily rubbed her hands at those words. He is still alive, which means he might be able to tell us something interesting. Shall we torture him, Yakov? I don't like Ruff anymore. She playfully shoved him with her elbows. However, Yakov did not spare her enthusiasm. Focus. Focused, he got down to the suspicious person we found and checked the pulse for a few minutes. We were making assumptions about at that same point. The injured slightly opened But at some point, the injured slightly opened his eyes and looked into the endless sky heavy with clouds. Suddenly, his lips moved, and Yakov drew his sound-sensitive ears to his mouth and attentively heeded his words. Could I finally make it this time? Whispered the stranger, as if delirious, and then he closed his eyes and sank deep into the black abyss of unconsciousness. Beautiful. Fucking poetry, man. Wolfgang fell quiet, and in a few seconds, the whole room sank into silence. Allow me to get some water real quick. Well, what a story, Mr. Spy. What will you say to that? I remained silent. I didn't remember any of that. I don't remember anything at all. As if my life had started only a few minutes ago, and that whole story was about someone else. I don't remember that. Some more water, perhaps? Yeah, do that. It should help him get his memory back. Yeah, I hate to say it, it's probably not going to work. It did it anyway. At that very same moment, ice water poured all over my body. My teeth started chattering from the cold, and my skin got covered with goosebumps. Well, Mr. Nemo, would you prefer a more brutal interrogation? How did you learn his name? Are you serious, Oliver? Do you not know the Latin word Nemo, what the Latin word Nemo means? I thought that it's a common concept. It's really not. ... It was still hard for me to grasp what was going on, but nobody wanted to tell me that. No one wanted to believe that, sorry. Hey, you, Nemo, are you going to talk? I looked up at Ruff. I think it's better to confess, perhaps. They could help me somehow. I think I have amnesia. Oh, yeah, that's gonna help. I thought people with amnesia can't talk. Can they? Does it really work that way? I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm a whale biologist. Also, where's my burger? Perhaps his skills are still with him. Perhaps his skills are still with him. It's just that he doesn't have memories. And fade to black. Silence fell. My insides got cold once again from the intense gaze of the black eyes. The nameless soldiers didn't believe that. Don't you think it's way too convenient, Mr. Nemo? Just tell people that you have amnesia, and right away you'll be clear of all suspicion. Is that what you're thinking? No, it doesn't work like that. You're lying. Yay, more water. Out of nowhere, ice water poured over my head once again because some dickhead decided ice water is the only solution. The piercing cold overwhelmed my conscious thought, and all of a sudden, I could remember less. I didn't even know English anymore at that point. What the hell are you doing, Oliver? Why'd you do that? They started talking over each other while Wolfgang quietly and crackly laughed at me. Well, our boy Nemo is lying after all. And according to the manual rules, there should be punishment for disobedience and withholding information. The man in a snow-white uniform standing in the shadow of the room this whole time interrupted the quarrel that nearly started. Ooh, enough. I will deal with this from here. Yeah, you're gonna go for southern accent for this guy, I guess. When he approached, the soldiers humbly made way for him. Seemed like he was in charge there, and actually, he looked much older than the rest. The man came right up to me and almost touched my knees. Ah, creepy! Then he leaned towards me. Creepy! Roughly grabbed me by the chains and started turning my face from one side to the other. What is going on? I wanted to try to free myself from his grasp, but he wouldn't let me. I need an adult. Amnesia, you say? Interesting. He was mumbling those words under his breath. I wouldn't even hear them if he wasn't so disturbingly close. The man was examining me from all sides for a while longer. I couldn't understand what could possibly catch his interest in a completely common face. What catches interest in a completely common face? Okay, interesting. At that very same moment, I understood that I myself did not remember what I looked like. Perhaps there was something unusual about my appearance. Soon he straightened and stepped back. Do not look at me with such a menacing face. Gaze, sorry. I was just trying to understand whether I saw you before or not. Why do you sound like Colonel Sanders? Why am I making him sound like Colonel Sanders? I said nothing, but the unpleasant feeling of my own helplessness continued to tear me apart from the inside. My name is Ulrich Wagner. I am not sure, but does this name tell you anything? ... Well, judging from your reaction, it means absolutely nothing to you. I am the commander of this unit. First of all, I would like to clarify some things to understand whether you can be trusted. What is your favorite meal? Is this really one of the choices? Let's stay silent. Fuck it. We're going all the way with this shit. ... Well, in that case, perhaps you'll be able to answer the next question. 7 times 8. 7 times 8. Let me do a little bit of quick math. Fuck it. Go with 56. It's probably wrong. I'm not even thinking about it. 56! Not bad. This means you still have the core knowledge. Do you know anything about your parents? I shook my head. I almost read it in his voice. The date of birth? No, I don't remember that either. If so, then share the memories you can remember. High voices became soft and quiet. That allowed me to calm down a bit and bring myself to speak frankly. The only thing I remember is waking up here, from ice water. I stopped my gaze at Oliver, who smiled at me encouragingly. Yeah, what an asshole you are. That means you do not understand what is going on here at all. Is that right? I nodded. And do you have any idea that there is a war going on? Not at all. Ulrich Wagner started brooding over something while looking at me. That doesn't sound right. Everyone kept quiet for some time. A nameless soldier broke into silence. Commander, do you really believe him? And why should I not? But he is not from our unit. and he couldn't have been sent to us from another one without a report from superior officials. But we cannot disbelieve him either, can we? He wears our uniform, which means he is our ally. Is that not what you were taught during training? We cannot kill him without finding out who he is and where he comes from. What about his amnesia? Doesn't it seem suspicious to you? It is undoubtedly strange, but I do not forget that we are at war. Anything can happen. Or this could be just a side effect from shock. I felt triumphant. At least no one is going to kill me yet, which meant that I still had time to learn more about myself. Or perhaps I could get my memory back. Very well. It is time to end this. We have better things to do. Ruff and Oliver, untie him. Yay! Do I get a cheeseburger now? Commander softly pointed in my direction and turned away. Ruff, together with Oliver, obeyed the orders with so much enthusiasm. That's what I was going for. What the hell? Now, Nemo will come with me. I will need to call somebody, and we will decide what to do with him afterwards. And in 1 hour, you, Oliver, will come visit me at my office. From this moment forth, you'll be taking care of this lad. All right, cool. I get my own butler. Yes, sir. Hopefully he serves a decent cheeseburger. Despite his clumsy-looking body, Oliver straightened up and lively put his hand to his uncovered head and took salute. Doesn't look like it. It looks like his arms are down by his fucking side. Lazy fuck. I stood up from my chair. My legs got sorely weak, and my whole body was shaking and shivering from the ice water that poured from over me. Commander left the suffocating room, and I hurried to catch him. With all my strength I had left, as if he was the only person in the whole world who was ready to provide him his support. All right. Are we out of here yet? No. Okay. When the door almost closed behind him, I looked over my shoulder. My eye met the lifeless and absolutely black eyes of L, who was still a mystery to me. Stop staring at me, you creepy fuck. Thank you. God, this is so interesting. Okay. So now that we've left that scene, it's probably going to give me more dialogue. Yay! Okay, so can I save this? Hang on, let me... Okay, cool, we can save. Alright, so I'm going to have to pick this up some other time, and let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below. And, yeah, so far it seems kind of interesting. I've actually got the suicide of Rachel Foster to do as well. So, with this one, I don't know, maybe I'll live stream it. I won't have the base cam or anything like that, but if I can live stream it, I think that'd be fun. But if you want more videos like this, or even better videos, subscribe for more. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button, and don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. And I will see you in the next video.